Today, nothing like what we saw yesterday. Widespread severe weather with gusty wind, lots of thunder and lightning swept through the area on Thursday. And right now we are tracking some rain, but not a whole lot of thunder and lightning. So that is good news. And right now, a lot of that shower activity is still well off to our west, starting to move into parts of northern Virginia near Matthias, down into Harrisonburg, parts of West Virginia, I should say, as well, back into Garrett County, Allegheny County. But as a lot of this pushes off to the east here over the next several hours, it's going to peter out. So we do still have some showers, possibly a few storms, but I don't think it'll look as ominous as it does on radar as it continues to trek off to the east here over the next couple of hours. So here we are right around 2 o'clock. We've got some light to moderate rain moving around the metro area as you're gearing up for that Friday evening commute. Chances are roads might be a little damp, whether it's actively raining or a passing shower moved through earlier in the afternoon. But 4 o'clock, again, not raining everywhere, but we will be tracking some widespread light to moderate rain. And then Futurecast does try and bubble up a few stronger storms as we head through the evening, say 5, 6 o'clock. It is hot. It is humid. There is plenty of thunderstorm fuel, but not a whole lot of forcing for today. So that should help keep our storm threat at bay as we head throughout the evening. And then by 8 o'clock, a few residual showers continuing to push east of 95. But most of Friday night will be dry. So coming up, we'll talk much more about the storm threat for today. A better chance to see some wet weather as we look ahead to tomorrow, and a really perfect Sunday forecast. I'll have those details straight ahead.
He's Kaitlyn.
Cumberland, Romney about to move into Matthias. You've got some pretty steady showers moving in. No thunder, no lightning, but a little bit of a soaking rain that is going to continue to push east here over the next several hours. And as it does so, it generally will start to peter out, lose a little bit of steam, but we've got showers and a few isolated storms in the forecast here as we head through the afternoon and evening. Now, it certainly feels like a day where it might rain. It is so humid outside with a dew point of 72. You are feeling that stickiness factor. Actual temperatures are hot enough as is, in my opinion, in the upper 80s, but still feeling more like the mid to upper 90s once you factor in the humidity. So in addition to being on the lookout for some rain and showers, you also have to take those heat safety precautions if you're out and about for an extended period this afternoon, because it is quite toasty. But really between now and I'll say about 7 o'clock is when you could see a shower, maybe an isolated storm, generally light and nuisance, nothing like the big storms that rumbled through yesterday. And then as the evening wears on, skies will generally clear out. Now looking ahead to Saturday, almost a carbon copy of today. We'll start things off dry with a blend of sunshine and clouds, and then the second half of the day we've got more showers and more storms on the horizon. I will say tomorrow I do think they'll be a little bit more numerous than what we've got on the map for today. So if you have outdoor plans on Saturday, one, make sure you have the rain gear, and two, make sure you have a place to get inside in case any of these storms do become heftier, because once again, it'll be hot, it'll be humid, there will be plenty of fuel for these storms to develop, but they will still be on the scattered side. So this is 8 o'clock in the morning, mild and muggy to start with temperatures in the 70s, and then by lunchtime we're climbing through the 80s, and an isolated shower or storm certainly possible anytime after noon. By 3 o'clock starting to become a little bit more numerous, and 5, 6 p.m. still tracking some showers and storms on the map. So I would move forward with your Saturday plans. Again, they are going to be hit or miss. Chances are you'll get your plans in, but you need to make sure you have a place to get inside if a storm does develop. Even though the risk for severe weather is relatively low, if there's thunder, if there's lightning, you need to make sure you're seeking proper shelter. And then skies will clear later Saturday night, leading us into a much more comfortable Sunday forecast. Temperatures will be back in the mid 80s, but the humidity will be dropping. That's what's going to make a big difference in how comfortable Sunday feels. Even Monday is still really nice before our temperatures do start to climb as we head toward the middle part of next week. We're back in the mid 90s by Wednesday, and that's where we'll stay through the end of the week. So getting a little toastier as we head through the 7-day forecast, above average for the middle part of July. So all the more reason to enjoy the 80s we have here over the next several days.
Kaitlyn.
Metro area, one heftier downpour working its way through the northern neck, but really not a ton on Doppler radar. And I'm hesitant to say even some of this light green that you see closer to the Beltway back through northern Virginia is even making it to the surface. But it is pouring across most of King George County, parts of Stafford County as well. You can see right around Port Royal some really heavy rain over toward Dahlgren. You've got a steadier downpour. No thunder or lightning, just some pretty steady rain. And then south of Ladysmith along 95. You've got some moderate rain moving through right now as well. But back through Montgomery County, parts of Prince George's County, Fairfax, around the district, you've got a little bit of light rain, maybe a little bit sprinkly, but really not much in terms of rain. And that's really all we can expect here as we head, say, through the next 3 hours, and then our rain chances are gone for tonight. Otherwise, it is just mostly cloudy and really muggy. If you have spent any time outside today, you know it is humid. The humidity has dropped off a little bit compared to where we were around lunchtime today, but still making it feel about 5 degrees hotter than it actually is. So feels like temperatures right now are in the low 90s. If you're heading out and about here over the next several hours, I would dress for the upper 80s. And then overnight, clouds hang tough. We've got a few more showers to time out for you as we look ahead to your Saturday forecast, but Sunday looks like a real treat. We'll talk all about it coming up in just a few minutes. Okay, the type of evening where, again, if you do have plans outside, maybe grab an umbrella, but we're really only going to be dealing with this for maybe another 2, possibly 3 hours. So if you're heading out to Nats Park, they're taking on the Yankees tonight at 6:45, and I do think the game will be just fine. Partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures in the low 80s, but a bit muggy. So keep in mind it is going to feel a little bit hotter than it actually is. But all in all, not a bad night for baseball. And they continue that homestand against the Yankees tomorrow and then again on Sunday. Now, tomorrow, there may be some storm impacts. We'll talk more about that in just a few minutes because we are tracking a few isolated showers and storms. Again, not as widespread as what we saw on Thursday, but I do think the rain tomorrow will be a little bit more impactful than what we're tracking right now. Otherwise, it's going to be a hot and humid day, high temperatures in the upper 80s, feeling like the 90s. But then Sunday's a real treat of a day. Temperatures will be in the mid 80s. We'll have partly cloudy skies and dropping humidity. That dropping humidity is what's going to make it so nice to be outside. And I encourage you to make some outdoor plans for Sunday because it does not stick around for all too long. But let's take you through Futurecast and talk about that Saturday forecast because it'll be a pretty similar day to today, just a little bit more shower and storm activity in the afternoon. We'll have a blend of sunshine and clouds to start, mild and muggy in the morning. By lunchtime, temperatures climbing through the mid to upper 80s. Maybe a few spotty showers well off to the north and west, but by about 3, 4 o'clock, we've got a few more showers and downpours starting to develop. This is 6 p.m., a few stray storms. So again, not super widespread, not all day impact type of thing, but just the type of day that's kind of hard to make those plans outside because you might be dodging a little bit of rain and you certainly want to make sure you have a place to get inside if a storm develops. The risk for severe weather is pretty low, but any storm that does develop will at least produce thunder and lightning, and that in and of itself is enough reason to get inside. Now by 9 o'clock, those showers and storms will be drifting well off to the south and east. We'll have clearing skies overnight and throughout Sunday morning. I wouldn't be discouraged if you wake up early Sunday and there's still some leftover clouds. Skies will clear throughout the rest of the day, ultimately becoming partly sunny and much more comfortable with that dropping humidity. Sunday and Monday both look pretty comfortable with those dew points back in the low 60s, still sticky today and tomorrow, but noticeably more comfortable for Sunday into Monday. And then as we head into next week, dew points start to climb, especially toward midweek, which is when we also crank up the temperatures. We're forecasting 97 degrees right now for Wednesday, 98 on Thursday. So big return to heat and humidity for the middle part of next week. And with that humidity, it's going to feel well into the triple digits. So plan ahead now. If the kids have camp, if you have outdoor activities, you'll need to take those heat safety precautions for several days next week. Does not stick around for all too long. We've got temperatures back around average by the following weekend. But with that will also come some showers and storms. But otherwise, our 7-day forecast is pretty smooth sailing. Once we get past those showers and storms on Saturday, we'll see lots of sunshine as we head through Sunday and into next week, with the big story being that rise in temperatures.
All right, get ready. Thanks, Kaitlyn. Okay, Trey Young says